Hey, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. Good morning, my name is Mark. How's it getting on today? I actually think I've just made the best coffee of my life. This is bringing me back. Oh, goodness. So, I've got a few things that we need to talk about just before we actually start today's episode. Obviously, last episode, it was a bit of a shambles, but you guys seem to really like it. I'm not really sure why. I don't know if it was just because it was something new, or if that's the kind of content you guys watch and enjoy, or if I'm actually just hilarious. I'm just God's gift to YouTube. Which, I'm not saying I am, but if one of you guys wants to say it, then I ain't gonna say no. Why am I like this? It's the coffee. It's absolutely the coffee. It's done, but why am I lagging so much? Like, no one's online. What's happening? But yeah, last episode actually went down really well. The feedback was incredibly positive. All the comments said it was good enough that I should honestly probably do it again. I say honestly probably a lot for someone who doesn't actually know if it's a sentence. Does honestly probably makes it, look, you know who you are, you know who I'm asking. Does honestly probably make sense? If it doesn't, my most sincere apologies. Anyway, so now I don't need to worry about just, if things don't go right. What was that sentence? So I don't really need to worry now about things not recording. What? Right, I do. I definitely do, because if things don't record, that's really bad still. It doesn't just suddenly become better just because I can actually do something about it now. It would still be a massive problem if things don't record, but I know at least I can still make somewhat watchable content out of it. Or at the very least, I'm not going to lose a bunch of subscribers. And the video is still doing as well, if not better than... Actually, to be fair, the video where I hit 1,000 subs, there was so many people coming back to wish me, congratulations, to say congratulations for hitting 1K, so that's the best video that I've done in a very long time, but it's doing very well. Although, to be fair, my videos have been, just trending upwards recently, which is kind of mad, if you ask me, because, well, I'm kind of an idiot, but thank you very much. If this is your first time watching, or if you've been here for a very long time, thank you for watching the videos, thank you for vibing with me, and thank you for letting me know that I can do this. We are going to finish this wrap up in just a wee second. I'm actually being productive, while I'm saying my spiels, while I'm talking my nonsense. I'm being productive. I'm misplacing blocks, and was it this one? Yes. But I'm still getting stuff done, and I'm rambling. Who's proud of me? So I'll tell you what I've done. I've rambled on there for so long that I can't remember what else I was meant to say. So remember how when I started this, and I was up there, or something, and I said that I've got a few things to... I think I said I have a few things to say. If I did, I'll put the clip in here. So I've got a few things that we need to talk about just before we actually start today's episode. If you just watched the clip, see, I said I had a few things to say. If I didn't show the clip, then I clearly didn't say that, and this is all for nothing. I don't know which is worse. I definitely had a couple things to say just before we actually started this episode, but can I remember any of them? No, I remember that I was going to say thank you for supporting last episode, even though it was completely different. But apart from that, I haven't a Scooby what else I was going to say. But apart from that, I haven't got the foggiest what I was going to say. I had to redo that last sentence twice. I changed from saying I haven't a Scooby to saying I haven't the foggiest, and I have absolutely no idea why I changed that saying. Just a little bit of an insight into my editing. Sometimes I try to repeat the same sentence that I messed up the first time, and I will just change the word. And it is purely down to the fact that I've forgotten what I had just said. That's how bad my memory is. Do I have enough sand for this? I don't think I was going to explain what I'm doing here before I actually was going to say it, but I feel like I had something to say, and then I was going to say it, and I was going to say it while terraforming this area, and then I spoke for too long, and now I can't remember what I was going to say. So that's not exactly great, but here we are. Welcome to my channel. If you wanted coherent content, you're on the wrong page. I cannot get over how tasty this coffee is. I've missed it. Oh, God. Well, I guess that's staying in. So why? I can't just start the sentence down here. I need to be up here. Okay, perfect. So, I've decided, well, I say decided, I'm in between ideas, but I know what I'm doing next, but I'm in between ideas. So if you've been here since the very beginning, you'll know that these towers here were originally what I was going to do with this base. But now that I've got this area over here, and then I've got the statue head that then goes down to the underground base, which I have definitely worked on since last episode, and it doesn't definitely not look the exact same as it did. I'm not lying, but I'm also not going to show you what I've done because, and I cannot cannot stress this enough. I have done a lot of work down there. So much work. I haven't done a thing. But I like that concept, so I'm going to build something here that's going to be the desert equivalent of this little jungle with a statue head. Then I'm going to make it go down, and then we're going to connect it down to the other room, like I said, with all the inverted tunnels. What does inverted tunnels, what should the word inverted there have been? Maybe interconnecting, but it's not anywhere near close. But then that leads me... How did I fall? Why was I touching the controller? But then that leads me to the thought, is that area there, and in this area here, enough? By that I mean, do I then just scrap the idea for these towers? So I was going to have 4 different builds. They were going to interconnect with the walkways here. They were going to be class. But if I'm going to have something there, something here, hopefully then something there, and also obviously something over there, just for the continuity, will that be enough? Do I then just scrap the ideas of having the towers, and then just kind of have 4 different little segments? Because in my opinion, that would be really cool. I think it would look really good, and I've got a really cool idea for what I'm going to do here. I'm thinking I still might need to terraform a little bit more. I'm thinking, honestly, this might need to disappear and then extend this out a little bit more. Even though I just got rid of it, I'm fully aware of that, but it's going to be quite big. I might need to terraform this a little bit, so bring this around like here. Then I would have all this. Yeah, okay, I'm going to do that. You've seen quite... I think I just interrupted myself, and now I can't remember what I was going to say. If it was anything important, I'm going to cut to a black screen. I'll finish the thought in post-editing, and we'll be fine. But as for right now, I'm going to get rid of that hump, I'm going to get rid of that hump, I'm going to sand out the whole area, I'm going to possibly finish this, because I think by now you've already seen way too much of the terraform, and I've rambled on for too long. We're probably on already minute like 11 or 12, so I'm actually going to get some content done. I'm going to sleep. I'll see you in a little bit. Bonus note, I've made amazing coffee. I know I've said it a couple times already, but oh my goodness, it's delicious. Alright, the area might not look that much different to you, but I assure you it is. This has been pulled back a little bit, the wee hump there's gone, this has been pulled all the way back forward, even though, you know, I had just gotten rid of it, and that kind of hurts the soul. But anyway, that doesn't really matter. I've brought up the stone cutter here from down under the statue because, and I cannot stress this enough, down below the statue has been finished. I don't need the stone cutter down there anymore. No, I'm serious. Do not go down there and have a look, because neither of us want to call me a liar. Right, I'm in no mood for you. Can you just look? Right, we won't have any issues. You just stay down there. Like, just stay in your lane. Just stay down there, right? And we'll all be happy. Now look what's happened to you. You've split into 12 different pieces, right? We can all be friends here. You just need to, you know, just leave me alone. Well, guess peace was never an option. Lovely, right. It's starting to get nighttime again. My goodness, I've been working all day. The next thing I'm going to do is lay out the groundwork. The groundwork? Lay the groundwork, put down a foundation. Either or, you're going to see what it'll look like in just a wee second. But, you know, just showing you what these look like, because it's going to take me a wee while to actually work out the proper numbers. I ain't going to subject you to that. You'll be back when I've actually put down some lovely looking squares. Look, it's raining. If I have to deal with it, so do you. This is going to be the design this is going to be the design that I'm going for. It'll look a lot better when I'm actually done. This is just going to be one side of it. I'm obviously going to build it up here, up there, up here. It's going to be pretty big. That's kind of what we want. Again, there's no point in doing things in half measures, because literally, what's the point? So I'm going to finish this off. I just thought I would be like, oh, here's what I'm up to. See you in a bit. So a quick little update. Here's where we're at. It's coming together quite nicely. It is looking a tad different. I think it will look better once I've started to finalize and put everything in, but something I am definitely noticing, and it is definitely going to bother me, the half slabs again are darker, and I don't know why. You know, I knew that was going to happen. I just figured that it wouldn't annoy me that much, but every time I do it, they really annoy me. Just look at them. They look awful. It looks like a completely different block. I don't know how they've done this or why they've done this. I'm assuming it's not intended game design, but you know, here we are. Anyway, that's your update for now. I'll be back in a little bit once I've done a little bit more. Does that sound good? Because, well, you don't have an option if it doesn't. Do you ever just start building something and think, oh god, why? Because, yes, same. That's all the update is. I'm just sitting here regretting every single decision that's led me up to this point. At some point, the idea in my head is gonna skew, and I don't know where it was, I don't know what's happened, and quite frankly, I'm not 100% sure how to fix it. So let me just, look, how's this happened then? What have I done that has led me to this point? Something has gone awry, and I don't know what, and I don't know how to fix it, and I'm really stressed, because I don't know what will, I don't know how I've done it. I really don't. Because, right? Because this is meant to come out and it stops like here, and then you kind of like, yes, should this be a half slab? Yeah. I've got to tear it all down. Right, what was the last update? I think it was me screaming that I have to tear it all down, and I didn't have to tear it all down, I just had to replace one block. And well, this is what we're left with now. Things are getting kind of sketchy. Everything is getting very hard to build. I'm still ticking along quite nicely. Ignore this sand pillar here. It's a, it's a pivotal part of the interior. This all looks really cool. I'm a big fan of it. But my goodness, this has taken me a long time. I'm getting so confused and so disorientated, but that's fine. We're getting very near the top. Like after this, it just goes up to a nice pillar. I put in some concrete. We're all happy. We're all laughing. But yeah, this has taken a very long time. I think I'm going to go and make myself some lunch. All right, so lunch has been had. I have been refueled. The boys have been petted. And as you can see, I have concrete on me. Because the top, you can't see it from here. Why am I so bad at flying? Because now the top has been completed. I think it looks pretty cool. It could have been bigger, which means everything could have been spaced out more, but I didn't have as much room as I thought I did. I honestly don't really think it needs it too much more. I think that looks really cool. And then obviously from here, you've got like the wee sandwich things in there. I think it looks great. I'm really happy with how this turned out actually. Now you come up here and now you're on the inside. Everything in here looks exceptional. Cool. All these designs here on the sides, up there, everything's exceptional. For once, I actually know what I'm doing. Now comes the arduous task. Arduous the right word? Define arduous. Involving or requiring strenuous effort, difficult to tiring. Yes! Now comes the arduous task. It's arduous. I always thought it was a G. It was arduous. It's arduous. That's your lesson for today, lads. I need to work out where and how in here is going to sink into the floor to create a room, much like the statue does. I also need to work out, is in here just going to be this kind of pattern? Or am I going to do something funky in here? And we're all pretty sure that I'm going to do something funky in here because it'll look 10 times better, but I just don't know what yet. So let me cook something up in my brain here and I'll get back to you once I've thought of something. So we're obviously nowhere near finished yet. I am just trying to start styling up the place a little bit. So over here, I have brought over the path. We are going to try and build a bridge in here, which I know, terrifying, but here we are. It then leads you over to this little destroyed kind of pathway. It follows you up. Nope, it does not follow you up. You follow it up. Comes along here and then you come to the entrance here. Obviously, there is 4, so I don't really know if I'm going to have a walkway all the way round. If I'm going to have bushes all the way around. I haven't really thought that far through, and that would just involve me actually thinking about what I'm doing, and as we all know, that's just not the kind of game I play, is it? I have also just put in a little bit of the styling in here. It's nothing special. I just thought, I was like, yeah, that'll work. So I tell you what I'm thinking. It would be nice if I knew what I was thinking. Obviously, we need the bridge here, right? That's what needs to happen. That's probably what's going to happen next. Well, first and foremost, we're going to get rid of you. Lovely. Right. Is there any other intruders? No. I think we're safe. I need to work out where the down and the up are going to go here. Because the up over here blended in quite nicely into the water here. I still need to replace it. I have sand on me. Hold on. How did... Oh man, I suck. So down there, the obvious up was to bring it through the water. Over here, there's not really that as an option. Technically, I guess, the room here could extend this way, and then I could bring it up in the water again, and then the whole room is under here, and then we just have a tunnel going down to connect over here. But I don't really know how I feel about that. That's just kind of, well, it's not exactly boring per se, but it's not exactly original, seeing as I'm literally just copying the same design I've done. So I'm thinking it might just be similar to what I've done in my single player world. I just have a down and an up in here. It would need to be like offsetting corners. So we come in here, the purple goes down, the red goes up. Something like that. I don't really know. I haven't fully thought it through yet, but that's the kind of idea I have in my head. But I tell you what, this has turned out lovely. This has turned out really, really cool. I'm very happy with how the inside of this looks. I absolutely love this bit. And we have a lot of area around here where we can add stuff. If you have any kind of ideas on stuff that we could be building, please let me know. Anything small, anything big, we could have different kind of statues here, other kind of trees, some foliage. I don't really know. Just if you have any ideas, let me know, please. Plus, I'll make sure you get the credit for it, so you know that's kind of cool. Now, I'm starting to realize that I was put on this earth not to build bridges. They are very quickly becoming my mortal enemy. This is a very, very, very basic design. I'm gonna finish it off in a wee second. This is as bare bones as it gets. I'm gonna then customize it a little bit more. I just kind of went with the dark wood palette and then the light. It's not light, is it? Birch. I said that with no confidence, even though I'm pretty sure that's right. I think it just kind of contrasts together. I think it looks okay. Honestly, I think it looks okay. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to detail it. You'll see what it's like when it's done. And then, and only then, can you truly insult my building skills. Look, right, by no stretch of the imagination is it the best thing you've ever seen built. I could probably try and detail it a little bit more, although I'm not entirely sure how to, so if you can think of something more, then definitely please tell me. But, does it work? Well, you tell me. Are my feet wet right now? No, they're not. The bridge works. I've done it. I also have no idea what prompted me to think of this, and I'm pretty sure I was having some form of fever dream. Honestly, I close my eyes at night and I see these bridges. I could have probably just used lily pads. I could have just put lily pads across here. It would have looked really natural in the water. We still wouldn't be able to get across it. And I wouldn't take in 10 years off my life expectancy trying to build these things. So, you know, that would have been good to think of at the time. So we're at the end of another episode. Bet you didn't see that coming. Well, actually, if you'd been watching how long this video has gone for, you probably knew it was coming. This looks exceptional. I'm really happy with what I've done today. Next episode should definitely be doing the interior. I'm working on the underneath of it. Underneath of it? Yeah, that's a word. But honestly, who knows? Because I bet you didn't think we'd be doing this today. And I can say that with confidence because I'll be honest, when I turned the camera on, I didn't even know I'd be doing this today. That's completely true. I turned the camera on. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do this. If you've enjoyed today's episode, you can leave a like. That help get my videos noticed. I feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. Doesn't cost you a penny. You can still shop for Christmas. So it's a win-win-win. And really, what more could you ask for? You can also subscribe to my channel completely for free. Ow. You'll get to see what else I build down here. You'll get to see what my world looks like with a full render distance. Because on the 10th, I think the realm is getting shut down. So I should have a world download by then. And we'll be able to see as far as we would like to. So that's kind of cool. Plus, sooner rather than later, we will hit 2,000 subs. That'll be kind of great. So if you would, tell your mum, tell your dad, tell your dog. Let anyone know who needs to know what we're doing here. Trust me, they'll like it. I'm a bit of an expert. So having said that, and with that being said, I hope you stay out of trouble. You don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I'll see yous laters.